Alright guys, yesterday we left the campground up there, the German campground with Hans, to go on an adventure. We drove about 45 minutes and we went to this really cool waterfall where I did a hike. It was very groomed trails with cobblestones and everything, but it was still like a mile-long hike for me to an amazing waterfall in an indigenous area, and it was really cool. We camped in the parking lot. And then it was time to edit that video, and somehow, I don't know how it happened, and we've been very lucky that this hasn't happened before because we shoot a lot of footage and download it onto hard drives a lot. Somehow that footage is gone. The entire day, the whole waterfall hike, a lunch, a fun adventure, gone. So when you hear us reference the cool waterfall hike we did yesterday in this video, this is why you guys didn't see it. I'm so sorry you didn't get to see it. It was beautiful. It was called the Peguche Waterfall, and it's just outside of the town of Otavalo. So there's your explanation of what's going on with the waterfalls. We did have some pictures on our phones, so you're getting to see those right now. But with that, there's nothing we can do but move on to the next video.
Good morning, everyone. Just waking up here at the entrance to this cascada that we went to yesterday. But this has turned out to be a really interesting spot. This is loaded with indigenous. This is an indigenous community. And this morning, I didn't get video of it, but this morning, a lot of the children came through here. So back in this area, there's a school, which I believe is right down here just below us. And there's soccer fields down here and all that type of stuff.
She never fails us. When moving day starts, she knows. But what she doesn't know is today we're only moving a couple of miles. We camped just outside of the city of Otavalo. I think that's what we're gonna call it. What do you think, Curt?
That's close enough. I can't pronounce it either, so.
And what's cool about this city in Ecuador is it is home to the largest indigenous market in South America. So today, we're gonna go check it out. Just like every country we've been driving through all the way since Mexico, Ecuador is no different. It has speed bumps. And Hans, from the finca we were staying at the other day,
I think he called them chapas.
Yeah.
And so, as we've told you guys along the way, there's been a lot of different names. Topes, Muertos, Resultos, Tumulos. I may have already said that. But it seems like every country has their own unique name.
So, chapas in Ecuador. Alright, the van is parked in a paid parking lot. Curt thinks we got a block or two to walk to get to this market.
All right, we're here. We're gonna go there.
All right, let's go.
All right, Snow, so as we approach the biggest indigenous market in Ecuador, what are you looking for?
Something small for the van. Maybe a new little placemat for to cover our cookie top. And maybe something cute and tiny for the little baby boy my niece has coming in the summer. We'll see.
So my first impression is there's a lot of fabrics and stuff. Textiles. So a lot of you probably didn't know that Panama hats are actually from Ecuador. Ecuador hats, Panama hats. So I think there's two markets here. This one is the artisanal market, where they have all the stuff you guys just saw, the fabrics and all that stuff. The other market with all the food and everything else, I think is a bit away from here. So he said we need to take a taxi. I don't know where it is. We'll probably have some coffee or breakfast in this area and then try to find the other one.
Nobody here? We can keep looking. We walked down towards the church in the town center. Kurt's about to show you all of that.
All right, so we have definitely made it to the town center. As you guys have seen, most of these Latin American countries have a big town center. And generally around these areas, of course, you have a lot of people hanging out, a lot of people, vendors selling all kinds of different wares. What's unique sort of about this town and this part of Ecuador, maybe all of Ecuador for we know, but what's unique about this part of town is there is a big mix of indigenous people, and you can see them all over, and they make really nice fabrics and clothes and things like that. But also there's a mix of very modern, if you will, Western kind of culture stores. And so you have a total mix, but the place is very clean. It feels very safe, and it's actually quite nice and really a bit more different and unique than a lot of the other places that we've seen. And like all town centers, they have a big grand church, and this is theirs.
Another day in paradise. Morning paper, coffee over ice. Another day we roll the dice. Traffic heavy, static light. Another circle around the sun. Golden leaves slowly floating down. I got my feet on solid ground. All is safe here, all is sound. Breathe in, breathe out.
All right, Kurt's gonna eat a weird egg. Are you gonna get the Ez?
Yeah, these are.
Muchas gracias. All right.
All right.
They taste like eggs.
They are eggs. So,
All right, this is a huge step for Snow, guys. She doesn't normally like to try new things.
boiled egg. So we are headed to the Mercado de Frutas y Legumbres.
Fruits and beans.
But it's supposed to be like a farmer's market. Let's go see if it is.
So you guys know, we've been walking around for a good hour now. Snow took a little coffee break, but we walked a few blocks to the artisanal place, and now we walk down to the church in this town center, and even further we walked over to the big mercado and up a lot of stairs. A lot of walking today. Ecuador is renowned worldwide for their production and distribution of flowers. And with the shipping like it's been, there's been some issues with getting the flowers around the world. But it's definitely a lot of flowers in the US and everywhere come from Ecuador.
Anybody need a really giant spoon?
right, so after cruising the market, I'm hungry. And right up here, they have some food. So we're gonna grab some food, see what kind of interesting stuff that you can only find here. See what it is? Mornado.
Man.
Aquí.
Alright.
Aquí para mí. ¿Qué es?
Papas, piña.
Ah, papas. Ah, look at that. Woo! All right, so this was $4 with a $1 tip. It was $5 total. This is like a pork rind, a pork skin. These are some kind of papas, little deals. More of this hominy like they serve down here. Chorizos, I think these are vegetariano. And then we have some roast pork with some salsa picante and some ají sauce on the side, which is very popular in Colombia and I guess here as well. I don't know if it's picante or not. We're fixing to find out. Chorizo.
Vegetarian, or has it got a little meat in it?
It's vegetarian and it's almost got a little tiny bit of sweetness to it. But I can taste carrots, maybe cabbage, almost like an egg roll. Really tasty.
I already ate, but I gotta try a little bite of this real pork rind. That's good.
Snow's getting bold. So I just had some of the ají. It is spicy, which is good for me. So that pork is what pulled me in. The flavor is phenomenal. It's crispy, tender, delicious, and I want more.
Well, you've got more on your plate. The potatoes?
Potato cakes,
Nice.
delicious.
We sat down with a champion chef. I don't know if you can see her banner up here with her trophies, but the one in the middle,
It's the president of Ecuador. So
Yeah.
she won the award from the president of Ecuador. Yeah, for her delicious food. So, and I would agree, it's very, very tasty. That was a huge plate. It was delicious food. There was no way I could eat that all. If you guys remember, just down the road, I had 9 boiled quail eggs. Snow had 1, 10 for $1, $4 here. I am full. This was delicious. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
so if you come here, you are looking for Rosario. She is on the upstairs in booth 102. And her food was yummy. But now we're gonna go try some juice.
Snow wants some Hugo.
See? Two favorito.
Oh, look, they have guaya banana.
Yeah, that's the one. So, when we were still in the apartment back in Medellin, and we bought that big giant weird looking fruit and ate it there at the house and made a big mess trying to eat it. It was good, but everyone said you really need to try it as a smoothie or a juice. And we have not had the chance until right now. And oh my God, it's good. It's so good.
Guaya banana.
Guaya banana.
Guaya banana.
Guanabana. Guanabana.
Banana. So, ¿qué es?
Mora.
Mora.
Mora, okay.
Oh, so blueberries, okay. Guaya banana. Ah.
The red fruit. Tomato.
Esta. Similar.
Alfalfa. Healthy.
The green. This was the mora, which is gracias, which is the berry.
Is it like a raspberry?
Sweet but tart. The juice is decadent. It's so
Really
rich
good.
and good. I can't even imagine. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Doris.
Ah,
Doris.
mucho gusto.
See?
Esta piña,
Oh,
limón. Limón.
so lemon,
Ah.
carrot. All right, so down bottom there, we've got some carrot juice, guys.
Carrot juice, limonada, and naranja. Muy rico. So they have the big fruit and vegetable sections, but on the outskirts of those, they have all these little tiendas. And the tiendas have everything from eggs, all sorts of grains and corn and pastas sold in bulk. And then also the basic essentials like toilet paper, paper towels, toothbrushes, sort of everything you need to get. So you get the fresh stuff inside the market, and then here is where you grab all the other little stuff you need. So really quite comprehensive market. All right, it's time for tick and flea treatment for the cats. So we're in the area where they have all sorts of, more like a feed store. See all the grains here. It's more for like agriculture, for horses and dogs and things like that. But in this particular one, they have stuff for gatos. So we're in good shape.
So we got 4, and they each last 3 months. So we've got both cats covered for the next 6 months for $20.
Nice.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Andrea.
Andrea, mucho gusto, Andrea. Gracias. Gallinas? A ladder made of bamboo. You're not supposed to walk under a ladder, it's bad luck. Especially when it's made out of bamboo. So this is traditional dress for the indigenous people. We see this all over, and there's a couple of their styles, but definitely for the boys and for the men, the white pants are very popular as well. So I don't know kind of the story behind it, but there's definitely a certain traditional garb they wear here. Nice.
Thank you,
Poquito española. So real.
This is spoon.
All seeds.
Okay, so she's got a little scale there. So here, the jewelry is sold by weight. Remember what Hans told us?
For those. 16 and 14. See.
Yes, yes, miss. The normal price, this is 18. This is con descuento
20 y 8.
29, $1.
29.
$1.
Sí.
Okay.
A little negotiator right there.
So with my super short hair, I've decided I need a few earrings. So I'm in Ecuador, so I got a llama. And then I also got these. And these are the sign for the circle of life. And the little shell stuff in the middle comes from this shell here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All the little colors that are inside the jewelry come from the natural elements, some of it from shells, some of it from stones. And so I'll show you here.
And this is a family business. Her whole family does this, and they take turns working here, and they create the jewelry. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Mayra. Ahí está, 29.
Muchas gracias. Muchas
Gracias.
gracias. Thank you.
Gracias.
¿Cuánto cuesta? Okay guys, I would like to buy everything for my upcoming little great nephew, but we do not have room in the van to store all the stuff. But I did find some little authentic booties that I can take home when I go home. I can find room for these in the van. Alright, I'm all shopped out. I got a toy for the kitties. We're heading back to the van where we will meet Curt. As much as I would have loved to buy blankets and rugs and scarves and hats, we don't have room in the van. So this is my loot that I got from the Indigenous Market, the largest indigenous market in South America, which is here in this city we're at in Ecuador. I got little booties for my upcoming great nephew, a toy for the gatos, for the kitties, 2 new masks, and my big purchase is the silver earrings, some llamas, and the circle of life. So unless Curt comes back with something, that's all we got. So we did good. Hey buddy, I brought you a toy. What do you think? You like him? She likes toys, guys. He's gonna take it. There he goes.
So I'm gonna be honest, it's been a pretty good day. Even the kitties are getting a little window time. We couldn't walk them this morning because all the big dogs that were outside. But Snow got all kinds of goodies.
Well, so I have blood pressure medicine I take, and I have some medicine I'm taking for my iron issue, which is a stomach medicine, and then one more medicine for my knee. So I bought like 2 months worth of that, so we don't have to just keep stopping at the pharmacy. And this is the packaging for it. It's crazy how they package their medicine down here. Like 10 tablets will be in this huge box. So I found all of these cute little things. And I may look like a drug dealer, but I'm not. These are all prescription drugs. It's part of my new life, I guess. But more organized now.
All right, we're just leaving the market. We had a pretty fun time there.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good time. Snow did a ton of walking. It's amazing. One of the things we talked about when Snow was deciding on whether or not to get the knee surgery and all that stuff, I think a big factor was quality of life.
Yeah.
And I think we definitely experienced that in the last actually couple days with the hike out to the cascade in the forest, and then being able to play around the market all day.
Just being able to walk around and not worrying about how far away I'm getting from the van, how many steps I'm gonna have to take, if I've got to walk up or down. I can just walk, guys, and that has literally been 10 years since walking, didn't hurt. So one more thing I want to let you guys know, because we're in Ecuador, and which is literally the equator runs like right through the middle of Ecuador. We're so close to the equator right now.
Then the window right behind you, there's a huge volcano.
Yeah, so what you need to know is you see us walking around in jeans and pants and long sleeve shirts, and you would think Ecuador would be hot. At least that's what I always thought. But we are at 8,500 feet above sea level. A lot of Ecuador down the middle of it is up on the top of the Andes Mountains, and it just gets cold. So Ecuador may be by the equator, but bring a jacket if you come to visit. We are still waiting on our inverter so that our electrical system will work. So for tonight, we are headed back to the German beer garden hostel finca that we stayed at for about a week, so that we can plug in, get a little power, regroup, check on some things like how the package is doing. It should be in the air flying this way towards Ecuador from the United States. We need to check on that, and then in the morning we'll get up and we're going to go on another adventure that's not far away from this hostel. So with that, guys, we will see you in a few days.
Cheers, guys.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!